Everybody, how's it going? What are you up to? Let me just make sure I'm on live chat, not top chat. What I'm going to do is I'm sitting in my chair and I'm going to um, go here and wait a minute. I'm going to see if I can find it. Oh well, I'll just have to really be squinty because I'm not wearing my computer glasses. Going to 90 Fahrenheit today. Holy crap! You know what? Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Um, but then you see my turkey waddle. I'm trying to think of a way I can do this on my lap. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Jean, what's going on, Carol? Going to be 90 Fahrenheit in Kentucky. Seems like the heat wave has finally ended here in Alberta. I hope so. It's actually quite cool today, and we slept really well last night. And I don't think the air conditioning went on once. So how's everybody doing today? Good morning, Glory, Betty Randall, Jean Phillip, Vazy, Carol McKinney. Um, Heat wave is still in Massachusetts. I wish I had brought my computer glasses because I'd be able to do this. Canning corn today. Hey, Timothy Williams, Eric Moffat, Lena Kay. So if we've decided we don't necessarily want to park in my brother's driveway, if something doesn't come up here, we're going to go home tomorrow. Just because, you get to that point. Hey, Dallas, hi, darling, Sherry Rains. Um, just because we're pretty much ready, eh? And I really don't want to move the coach until it's time to go. You know what I mean? Date day with hubby, going on a small little cruise. Oh, that's lovely. That sounds wonderful, Kay. Make sure you're hi Terry. Make sure you're on live chat, not top chat, everybody. And I'm sorry for the chin, but I'm actually in a reclining position. So you're gonna for me to actually bring my head up, you're gonna see my double chin and my turkey neck and all that stuff. Hey, Sam, how's it going? Lisa Hilly. Um, oh yeah, you should say hello. Our friend Morgan. For those of you who've seen me on Cooking with Cannabis Freaky Fridays, I talk about Morg when I play "Give Me Three Steps" by Leonard Skinner because how he told me a story and but he was best man at our wedding. And who's that? Hey Joe Mama, how's it going? I'm really sorry if I miss people because I can't see. These are my bifocals. I did not bring my computer glasses. I did not think I would need them. Gracie gave Uncle Morgan such lovin's, and do you see how intently she's staring? She's staring at Uncle Morgan outside because he knows how to give her scratches and loves. She loves her Uncle Morg. She loves her Uncle Morg. Okay, so hey, Glory, how's it going? Yeah, I'm like, eh. So today is the big day. Um, Leona's coming, or Howard's mother and sister. Arthur and Mel are coming over. Howard. Now, when I say Howard's nieces and nephews, I only say that to distinguish them between my nieces and nephews of the same name. Okay, we have a lot of family named the same. So Howard's niece and nephew, Mike and Amanda are coming. Robbie and Andrea are coming, and I think my niece Jessica's coming. So there's going to be like 8 people here. So went shopping last night on our way home from the barbecue at Arthur's. You guys saw the live feed. And I said to Howie when we're leaving, because every time we got here Wednesday, we were supposed to go shopping, but by the time we had hot dogs at Arthur's and Mel's, it was too late. We just want to go to bed. We'd been driving all day, right? Sounds like a wonderful day. Thank you. I can't read this. I'm having a hell of a time reading this, folks, unless I can get it on my phone. Give me a second here. Let me just see if I can't pull this up on my phone. My channel, my videos. There it is, live. And then if I do it this way and I pop out the chat, um, where is, how do I do the pop out chat? Nope, it's not going to let me do it. But there, the chat's bigger. I can see it because it's closer to me. Let me just turn the volume down all the way. And there we go. All right. So, hey, Furby, how's it going, sweetheart? Oh, well, thank you, Carol. Thank you. Um, oh, yeah. Gracie was happy to see Aunt Wendy. She's happy to see everybody. She's actually been really, really well behaved. Because there were like three dogs at my brother's house, and they were little dogs. But I mean, after much, how he went and rubbed his hands all over the other dogs and then brought the smell because we're not ready yet, eh? Oh yeah, watch the emoticons. No more than 5 emoticons unless you're a moderator. No links, and not a lot of capital letters. No more than 100 caps, and that includes punctuation and that, folks. It happens here. For I'm in the middle of a city, but the reception is two tiny little bars. So I'm really sorry about that. So I don't know what I was talking about when I got booted. But I think we're gonna go home. I'm just about ready to go home. After we have our barbecue party around the fire or whatever tonight, um, we'll watch some TV and then we'll just haul ass tomorrow in the morning. I'm ready to go home. I'm pretty, I need to finish picking beans and stuff. I got all that celery I gotta chop and blanch and put in the dehydrator, right? So let me go back and see if I can see the chat here now. Let's do it like this. Oh, Howie. When Howie comes back in, I'll have him turn the TV on so I can cast it to the TV and then I'll be able to read the chat better. Hey, Susan Bass, how are you, darling? Hey, Emily, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Can you dehydrate veggie broth to make? I realize that every time I try to use this craps out and I forgot. I'm splitting the data. You can try it. You can try it, but if you want to make a veggie broth powder, why don't you just um, grind the dehydrated vegetables and then sift them? That's as good as anything for veggie broth. It won't be necessarily clear because it's matter, but I mean, think about it: powdered carrot, powdered onion, powdered garlic, powdered celery. Boom, veggie broth, right? If you think about it. So, uh, connection of lives and interest 2020. What's that? I missed that. You're new. Welcome aboard. The broth needs to be boiled down so it is thick and then dehydrate. And when it comes to broth, it's mostly I don't know. I don't know if you can dehydrate veggie broth because I know with meat it has more substance. So I don't know. Do your own mixture of what you like best to make it. Exactly. Exactly. Like this year, like I've said, I'm canning my homegrown celery because it looks tough and woody. My sister said she bought some organic and it looked no different. So apparently, it's not a good year for organic celery. Welcome, Connection of Lives and Interest 2020. What is your favorite thing to dehydrate? Celery. I love to dehydrate everything. I have a base: celery, carrots, usually leeks, but I don't have any this year. I'm gonna hit a farmer's market too on the way home. Oh, and there's a frozen food scratch and dent store here, and I missed it the last time we were here, and we're kind of hanging out today because people are coming at around 1 o'clock. Do you think we could make it there in time and be back for one? How?
We can go tomorrow morning. We don't have to leave here till noon.
Right.
So
Okay.
we could go in the morning.
Okay. All right. There's
That way also we can make sure there's enough room in the freezer by heating stuff and all that stuff.
and ice and
Ice.
yeah. Okay. All right. Good thinking, baby.
Why they pay me the big bucks?
That's why they pay you the big bucks. Um, I've just learned to dehydrate. My body won't allow canning. Well, there you go. Right? I do a lot of dehydrating. I like to keep my hand in with canning, but I do a lot of dehydrating because it's just easy. I mean, everybody knows who knows me knows we live on like soups and stews and casseroles, crock pot food all winter long, right? Hey, Doris, how are you? I like to do both, but when it comes to dehydrating, I like to have dehydrated carrots, dehydrated celery, dehydrated leeks or onions, and dehydrated green beans because onions, carrot, and celery are the base for any good soup, right? Be sure. Okay, I'm making pasta sauce with meat for dinner and then can the rest. Well, there you go. There you go. I went shopping and I got like 10 more cans of tomatoes and 10 more cans of a zesty, who makes it? I think it's Primo zesty spaghetti sauce, but it's in all in cans. So you know I'm going to be canning again. Spaghetti sauce again. But I don't think I'll be doing it with meat because this is what I found when do you need to can the pickles after or just hot brine? No, as long as your jars are hot coming out of the oven and you fill them and your brine is boiling when you pour it in and you get those lids on fast. That's another reason you pour it till it overflows the jar. Till it overflows the jar and you just snap that lid down. Someone said you didn't wipe the rim. I No, if I wipe the rim, I'm going to be sopping up vinegar in the paper towel because the rim is overflowing, right? And every single one of my jars sealed. And people ask, why do I turn them upside down? Somebody gave me an explanation. I've always just done it that way, but I found out last year it's to make sure because you're not boil bath canning it, you can if you want to feel safer. But as long as the lid's snap down, it's good. But if you're not boil bath canning it, you turn it upside down on the lids so that the heat real of the jar really presses down on that seal. Make sense? Uh can't seem to join Connected Hearts. Well, honey, I'm not here right now. I'm not at home. So if I haven't approved you, it's because I haven't been there. But Terry's there too. But you have to answer the questions, even if it's you've just started following me recently, right? But you have to answer the questions because we don't know who everybody is who's coming in. And we have to keep our connected hearts safe, right? So that's why we ask you to answer the questions and then I'll approve you, but I'm not there. I actually left my laptop and everything at home. Should have brought my computer glasses, but I left my laptop and everything at home um, because I would have worked otherwise. I would have, done videos of some kind. So, and I needed some time off. I really needed a couple of days just to hang and visit with family and stuff. Right? Oh, why is this? I'm missing stuff here. Um, do you all do things with your end of green tomatoes? I heard you bring them to ripen. Okay, when I have some nice big tomatoes that aren't ripe and we got a frost coming, I will wrap them in newspaper individually, put them in a brown paper bag and fold down the top, maybe staple it or something, but put it in a dark, cool closet. And then every 2 days, go through and pick, and they'll be ripening faster. And don't forget it. because I couldn't figure out where the slime on my floor was coming from when my tomatoes ripened so fast. I'd forgotten about them. So yeah, you can ripen them. And there's also green tomato salsa verde. There's green tomato relish. There's green tomato mincemeat. There's green tomato bread and butter pickles. There's so many things you can do with green tomatoes. Bring in the green tomatoes to ripen, or fried green tomatoes, or salsa verde. There you go. See, glad you got time off. Thanks for including us. Oh no, I you're my YouTube family. I have to include you. You're part of my life, on a daily basis. I have to bring this closer so I can read. I've never had fried green tomatoes. Can you can salsa verde? Yes, absolutely. You know why? Because you're adding lemon or lime juice, right? I still have some from 2 years ago. You're doing you're the because the tomatoes will be low acid because they're green, but you're adding enough lime juice. Oh, I'm losing it again. Got us booted for playing with his phone. I just figured it out, dear, because I was wanted to use my phone to read the chat, like just pause the video but read the chat, and every time I fired up my phone, I got booted. I've only got like 2.5 bars here. What's about a month ago? Hi, Cindy. Are the carrots out yet? They're like, they were little pickling Kirby's when hubby had a fruit stand. That was the last time I made them. Oh, I'm missing something. I cannot wait to learn. I'm just starting with this all. You can do all the same large cherry tomatoes as the larger ones. I don't see why not. They're just tomatoes, aren't they? Is coring and freezing tomatoes just for canning sauce? You can't make salsa that way. No, you can't use frozen tomatoes for salsa verde. No. Um, maybe if you dice them and froze them, but I don't know. I've never done it, so I can't say for sure. Grandma Duty's calling. Okay, Furby. Take care, sweetheart. So, yeah, I'm ready to get home and get back to work. But if you're just learning all this stuff, connection, hear me. I have thousands of videos. So just go to our half acre homestead and look in the channel search bar and put in like green tomatoes, put in tomatoes, put in canning beans, put in dehydrating. Just put a search word in if it's something to do with food preservation and like eggs, anything. You put the search word in and it'll bring up every video I've ever made on that topic. So, I mean, I I was in the market. Hey, okay. Oh, now I have to bring this sunflower farm. Hi, Bev. My garden is a bust pretty much, except tomatoes are finally making an appearance. Well, you know what? I'm doing a whole thing on not necessarily having to if you don't have a garden. I have a garden, but my garden's not doing as great as I would like. So I've been to the farmer's market. I went to the farmer's market to get pickling cucumbers. I found frozen blanched diced onions on sale at Freshco, dehydrated them, right? You don't have to have a garden to fill your pantry with home dehydrated, home canned goodness. You really don't. Um, for instance, I'm going to tomorrow. There's a frozen food store here that Mary Jane did confirm that I can get my diced peppers. What? Okay, sweetheart. Okay. You stay with mom, Gracie. There's a frozen food store here on the number 7 highway, where you can buy like, 5-pound bags like at Costco, but apparently they have things like peppers and stuff. So if I can get a 5 pound bags of diced peppers that have already been blanched and they can go straight on the dehydrator, I'm a happy camper. It means I don't have to go buy a bushel of them at the market and then chop them and blanch them. You know what I mean? Um, I and my family love to watch your videos while we are peeling, coring, and slicing apples for dehydrating. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Stephen, darling, how are you? How are you? You must be gearing up for the market, the weekend crowd, eh? My garden was flooded this season due to back storms. I bet. Watch the frozen diced peppers. I found a lot of them are China sourced. I will check that. Thank you very much. I will check that. I don't, I have canned mushrooms at home. Now, this is another thing. I have canned mushrooms at home that were on sale. Get them home. They're from China, right? Giant tiger. Um, they're not Canadian. And did you slice pickles by hand? Of course I did. Why? Um, so where was I? Right. So I have these cans of mushrooms at home that are from China, and I've come up with an idea. Rather than having them, because I don't even trust their water, right? So what I'm going to do when I get home, I'm going to decant. I think I left like 8 cans. I'm going to decant them, rinse them, and then I'm going to soak them overnight in well water with salt. Did you check the fruit stand in Farlton for cucumbers? No, no, I because they a lot of their stuff they get from the Byward Market and other sources, right? So I just got a half a bushel of cube. We were out and about, and we were going by the market. So I said, "Phew." And I'm going to show you a picture of what the market looks like this year. I was right. Farmers are selling stuff at the ends of their laneways. They're not paying the prices for the farmers market. The only people in the farmers market were vendors. So I'm going to soak those mushrooms overnight. Like I'm going to take them out of the cans, wash them, and then I'm going to soak them overnight in well water and salt, and then I'm going to dehydrate them. I figure if I get them out of that water and I soak them in fresh water and I dehydrate them, I'm actually cleaning them, detoxing them a little bit. Dropped off items at home to prep for ratatouille. Ooh, that sounds good. Send me a recipe. I'm heading the to the Amish country tomorrow, going to pick up some cucumber and some tomatoes. Well, I don't know if I'm going to can tomatoes this year. All I have are beefsteak and the Polish beefsteak and the brandy wines, right? I don't put tomato plants in for canning anymore because I usually just buy them by the bushel at the market, you know. Um, I want to do a water filtering system of rainwater. Anybody else doing that? I just collect rainwater in barrels. And if it gets mosquito larvae in it before I use it, I drop in a teaspoon, and I mean only a teaspoon in a 45-gallon drum of pool chlorine. Teaspoon in a 45-gallon drum of rainwater if it gets, and it will kill within 24 hours, it'll kill the mosquito larva, right? And then I just use it to water my birds and my garden and stuff like that. But out back, I have a hose, so most of that's well water. You pick up your first SCA box. What's an SCA box? What's an SCA box? CSA box. What's a CSA box? I don't know what that is. With you on that, Bev, good idea to rinse those mushrooms. Right. Well, I mean, they were on sale for 67 cents, so I was putting them in the cart before I realized it. And then I went, oh, Howie goes, you bought the Chinese mushrooms. And I went, oh shit, okay, I know what to do. So I ended up putting them all in the pantry, but I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go through them all, and anything that isn't Canadian, I'm gonna soak rinse, soak, and then dehydrate. Box of produce from the farmer. Well, community sponsored agriculture. The only problem with that here is we're on our way home, we're driving the coach. So unless the farm stand has a really good shoulder that we can pull over on. So tomorrow I'm going to go to that freezer place and look for, oh, there I go again. Howard. I don't think he undertook his phone with him. CSA farms have boxes for people to join and get produce cheap and help small farms. Hmm. I paid $150 for a full share, and for 12 weeks, we'll get produce for a family of four. I could have done that at Juniper Farms. They're organic, but I got my nose out of joint with them once. So we have some here, but it's a box of mixed stuff, pretty much whatever is in season. Bev, Bev, Bev. Megan Clark says, if you were, no, I'm not. No, I'm not religious. I have I have a personal relationship with the God of my understanding. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. If he doesn't stop walking away and playing with his phone, he keeps getting me booted. I'm not religious. Um, Religion and I don't get along. I have a one-on-one contact with the higher power of my understanding, whom I choose, God. Does that make sense? I, yes, I believe in a higher power. Yes, God has worked miracles in my life. I'm still walking, is one of them. Okay? I am not a what you would consider a religious person. If you ask me what my religion is, there isn't one. Okay? I'm Roman Catholic by birth, but I embrace all things. I embrace all things that are in the light of God. Anything that's under the light of God, I embrace. Not a religious person. I am deeply, deeply spiritual. Religion to me means church and labels and titles and divisions. I'm inclusive. I am non-denominational. Does that make sense? Is that okay? Uh, Bev, I went Amish country. Oh, God. Went to Amish country and all the fabric shops were closed. I'm still looking for you. No luck yet. Listen, folks, I'm really, really sorry. We keep getting booted. And so I'm going to do our quick spiritual hug. Because Howie said, oh, I'll be back in a little bit. He doesn't realize that shared data is shared data. You can walk over there. If you're using data on the phone, it's me. Okay? So, for all those who care to, please help me close with a spiritual hug. This is a non-denominational prayer or plea to the higher power of your understanding. What that means is everybody is welcome. Everybody is welcome. Son of a bitch. I'm sorry, guys. Take care. God bless. It's not going to let me do the closing. But stay in the light. Remember, when your heart is in the light, nothing in the dark. Okay. When you walk in the light, a place for darkness to hide. Take care. God bless. Shalom. Merry meet. Miigwech. Amen. God bless. Peace be with you. Walk in the light. Have a great day. Mwah! Take care. God bless. I'll say hi to Nan for y'all. I'll get some pictures.